Aquaba, my friend, Maydeen Day, Candid Jewel. Join me on my journey as I embrace the culture of Ghana while exploring the globe, candidly. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll always know when I upload. Okay? So in this video, we are going to talk about the Chale Wote Art Street Festival. This is my first time attending here in Ghana, and I think that it's the first one since COVID. It is hosted in Jamestown, Accra, Ghana, okay? Jamestown is known as a major Ga community, right? And Ga is one of the tribes that are in Accra, in Ghana, and they also believe, and it is their land. Accra is their land because they were the first, okay? I definitely feel like I resonate with the Ga people. And the reason why is, one, I think that a lot of people that I work with in the States, they are Ga. So when I moved to Ghana, they made sure that I was taken care of, right? They made sure that they looked out for me, right? And then I also went to my first Ga funeral. If you have not seen that video, it's on my Instagram at Candid Jewel. But I attended one of my coworkers' dad's funeral, and that was my first Ga funeral, first funeral in Ghana, and it was definitely lit, and I definitely felt like I was with my people, okay? Again, if you don't know already, I am Liberian, but I definitely am Ghanaian at heart. I'm a Ga at heart. They call me Na, okay? That is my Ga name. But Jamestown is has a very big Ga community, and the Chale Wote Art Festival was hosted there, and I think it typically is hosted there. But because I've become a creative, I've always well, I'm not gonna say I've always wanted to go to the Chale Wote Festival, but I definitely feel like that was a festival that I want to take part in, especially because I'm into art and I'm into like performances and things like that. So I definitely was excited to check it out this year. So Chale Wote is basically a combination of, you know, art, performances, dance, and music. And, you know, they bring it all together in one place down the street. There's also like a little concert that they have as well. There's artists performing on the streets, whether it be painting or dancing. It's a time for you to express yourself creatively, artistically. I didn't do that. Well, I did. I actually colored my hair, blue. I'm tripping. I colored my hair blue. There was like this wax. I hope I have a picture of it so you can kind of see it, because it was pretty lit. But that was the way I wanted to express myself artistically at the festival. So I hope I have a picture of it so you can see it. But I definitely was fitting in, okay? Whenever I'm in Ghana, you know, people know I'm African American, right? People know that I'm African American, but when I ask people or people mention to me that if I were to fit in any other tribes in Ghana, they all say that I would be a Ga because of my personality. And I definitely feel like that's who, like, you know, that's who I belong to. Those are my people, right? Especially because I like to party. Guys love to party, and I love to party too, okay? So the Chale Wote Art Street Festival is a 10-day festival, and each day they have something different. I'll go ahead and insert their calendar so that you can see that as well. I actually went the weekend, like the last weekend of the festival, so I went Saturday and Sunday. I went Saturday night, which I wish I would have went earlier because I definitely feel like it's safer during the day than at night. And then I went during the day on Sunday. If you're into like spoken word or, you know, live performances, live art, you know, exhibitions, buying art, selling art, this definitely is a festival that you would definitely enjoy. I do think that this was the first time that that the Chale Wote Art Festival happened since COVID, because I think last year it was virtual. It wasn't in person. So this year's theme for Chale Wote Festival was Stargate to Africa. I didn't really know what to expect. I have seen pictures and things before. But I don't know the connection with Stargate. Like, I don't know if I received that when I was there. So to get to the Chale Wote Festival, they block off the road. They block off like the main road in Jamestown. I had went with some friends. So again, I went 2 nights, right? Or 2 days. So on Saturday, we got there kind of late. We got there like 7. So like the sun was starting to already go down. It was pretty dark outside, but I met my friend Kels and Anna and her husband and a couple of their friends at the festival. And they had like a space where you could get like food from different vendors, and there was a stage there as well. There wasn't any performances that night that I saw, but that's what we met up at. You know, the mosquitoes were definitely outside, so I wasn't trying to stay out there too late. But we took a Uber, and we had to walk about 10 minutes to actually get to where we were meeting at, because let me tell you, it was choked. It was extra choked down there. So as you walk up, there is a sign that says, "Welcome to Chale Wote Festival 2022. So this is during the day. This is during the day at the festival, and as you can see, there's kids, you know, taking pictures. They're in their body paints. They also had some kids that were like boxing, which I don't know if that was very safe because like somebody could have got hurt, but you know, it's all fun, I hope, unless it was really trying to fight each other. Like I said, you could see people, local artists, up and coming aspiring artists that were, you know, making street paint art. This one here was of a guy. But this is where I actually met my friends at. So the night before, this is where I met my friends at. They had some food and stuff there. So in this space, they had performances. They had people like local performances and people from out of the country as well come and visit. You see the soccer playing, doing some tricks. So it was like a show for people to, you know, see, and, you know, local people to show off their skills as well. You know, every festival you go to in Ghana, there has to be some type of person that's blowing fire. So, of course, I saw that as well. But like I said, during the day, it seems like it's a lot better and a lot safer. There's a lot more things to see and that's going on. So on Sunday, this is actually on Sunday, there was a lot of performances going on. I'm not really remember the name of this dance group. They performed on the stage. That's the stage. Okay, so I don't even know the name of this tradition that the Benin people do, but it's very interesting. It's very different. I didn't know what was going on. I don't know what to expect. There was somebody that was reading like about what was going on, but it wasn't very clear about what he was trying to say. And I really wish during the time that this whole, you know, show, I don't even know what to call it a show. I don't even know what to even call it. But when they were doing what they were doing, I think that would have been a lot better if, you know, it was easier to understand the person that was reading off of a script to let us know what was going on, because I didn't know what he was burying. You know, it just would have been good to get some more of the history about what was going on, you know, especially because one, I'm in Ghana, you know, it's a very spiritual country. And I know that Benin is really into like, you know, witchcraft and, you know, voodoo and things like that. So I would have liked to know like what I was watching, but he was burying something, right? So he buried it. And then I don't know what they're called, but they're in that, that dress, it reminds me of like Cousin It, like from the Addams Family. So they're with the, I don't know what you call it, leaves. I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody's, you know, culture, but I'm just trying to explain what I think it, you know, is similar to. But the leaves that are on there was like moving by itself. Like there was nobody inside of it. And at this point, one of the guys was undressing it, and people came to come see what was inside, and there was nothing inside. There was no person inside for it to be moving, right? What they saw was like a penis type statue that was inside. Then they cover back up, they like tap it with their feather, and then it starts moving again. right? But actually before. So the penis, after the people saw the penis, they took the guys took the penis out and gave it to like the priests and the chiefs that were sitting there. I don't want to say priests, chiefs that were sitting there. They were giving it to the chiefs, and the chiefs basically were recognizing it, and then they put it back, you know, inside of the cousin it type fixture, and they put the clothing back on top of it, and then it started moving again. And then it would go, so where it would go would be on top of where the guy was digging at, right? So then it would stop, and then they would undress it again, and then the penis would turn into something else. So it would turn into like a canister. So the canister, they took it out. You could see again that it was a canister. So it kept changing into different things. But the thing was moving around. It was just very like, I don't know. I believe in everything, honestly, so, but it makes me scratch my head, but I believe it, you know? The guy that I had went with, he don't believe it. He felt like there was just something that was like making it move and all these things, but I just feel like for me to see it like with my own eyes, it's kind of like, I don't know if somebody's like making it move. I think it might be something spiritual, because again, how it started, how he digged and he was like chanting and he had alcohol, he was pouring out the alcohol. So I think it had more to do with like, I don't know. I don't even know what to even think of it. But I wish again that the presenter that was, you know, reading about Benin's history and about what was going on was a little clearer and kind of explained what was going on as it was happening, because all we're doing is watching what's going on and with no explanation. So I really wish that was like better explained. But it was very different. As you can see, like all these people are running up, all these people that were on the sidelines with myself. I didn't want to move, but they went and saw inside. And there was a girl that had her phone, and I was able to like look to see like, girl, what did you see in there? And that's when you saw the penis. But again, these are more people from the Benin country. Again, I don't know what the symbolism was or what it meant. If you know, let me know in the comments. But it was very interesting to watch. They were very serious about their craft as well, so I appreciated that. At the Chale Wote Festival, again, it has a lot to do with art and creatives and being creative and expressing your creativity in the different forms of art. There was a tunnel that had murals in the inside of it. It was really crowded inside of there. And it was really hard to kind of like capture and appreciate the art that was inside, because there were so many people in there. It was kind of like a walkway. People walk in and out, but there's also people in there taking pictures as well. But it was beautiful art. It definitely was beautiful art. So let's go back to Saturday, right? So if you ever go to the Chale Wote Festival, do not go or do not be there after 7 o'clock, because that's when the kids come outside. There's like a lot of kids that go to this festival at night trying to steal. So it was like a group of us, like 7 of us people, and we were walking down the street, leaving from our meeting place. We wanted to go to like a bar that was like down the street. And I was not hanging back a little bit, but I was like trying to like look to see what else was going on. Like I said, people had like body paint and things like that. So I was just trying to appreciate, you know, what was going on around me. And so as I'm watching the people that I'm with that are walking in front of me, you can see these kids. They're not even kids. They were probably like 18, 19, 20 years old. There's like 3 of them. The guy literally is like standing next to one of my friends, like all up on them. Like it was tight because it was a lot of people, but he did not have to be that close to him, right? And you could see that he kept trying to bump him, and you could see the guy's friend on the other side of him trying to bump him on the other side. They were trying to steal from him. They were trying to like take his wallet, or they were trying to like get something from his phone. So I definitely feel like if you go at night, be very careful. Don't carry anything valuable on you, because people definitely get robbed. My friend Anna was saying that she had a purse in the front of her, and somebody like stepped right in front of her, looked in her face, and tried to like go inside her purse. Like, what is going on? But they were all kids. So I definitely feel like, but even going at night, like you really can't appreciate the festival because it's dark, you know? And a lot of the performances and the acts and things like that weren't happening anymore. It was dark, but I definitely loved it. I wish, and I will next year, to go to some of the events that happen like on the day 1, day 2, day 3, because they have a lot of exhibitions from the calendar, it looks like. And it's another way to network, especially with people that are in Ghana that are creatives as well. But I definitely loved being able to experience it for the first time, and I definitely recommend those people that are visiting from the diaspora or UK or wherever you're coming from, and even Ghanaians that live here. If you haven't went to Chale Wote, or if it's been a while since you've been, definitely go outside. See what there is. You don't know who you're gonna meet. The country's all about networking, and it's about who you know. So definitely, whenever there's a festival, especially like Chale Wote, make an effort to attend. But I definitely enjoy myself. So yeah, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was a little different than my usual content, but I hope that you do appreciate it. Okay, so please remember to create your own path and say it loud. Candid and proud.